What if I told you the Empire didn't just wipe out the Jedi, they turned them into weapons? Because the Inquisitors, they're not Sith, they're not fully Jedi, there's something worse. And with Maul Shadow Lord bringing them back into the spotlight, you need to know who they are and why they matter.
This is the way. This is the way.
Welcome to Fatherly Phantom. I'm your host, Chris, and if you love Star Wars breakdowns, deep dives, and catching details you definitely missed, hit that subscribe button because today we're breaking down the origins of the Inquisitors, every major Inquisitor in canon, and how they got connected to Maul Shadow Lord. All right, let's get into it. Who are the Inquisitors? The Imperial Inquisitors, also known as the Inquisitorius, are former Jedi. After Order 66, Darth Vader and the Empire began hunting survivors, but instead of killing all of them, some were captured, broken, tortured, and turned to the dark side. Their mission? Hunt down Jedi survivors, track Force-sensitive children, eliminate anyone connected to the Force. And here's the key detail. They are not Sith. They don't get names, they don't get identities, only titles like Second Sister, Fifth Brother, Seventh Sister. Their humanity is stripped away. They become tools, almost exactly like the clone troopers. Imagine surviving Order 66 only to get recruited by the worst job in the galaxy. All right, let's start with the most important one, the Grand Inquisitor. He's the leader of the Inquisitors, a former Jedi Temple guard, which is wild when you think about it. He went from protecting the Jedi Temple to hunting Jedi survivors. And his fall? It ties to the Jedi's failure, especially events like Ahsoka being wrongly accused. Next up, Second Sister Trilla, one of the most tragic Inquisitors, betrayed, tortured, and turned before being killed by Vader himself. Third Sister Reva, a survivor of Order 66 who became an Inquisitor just to get revenge on Vader. Yeah, that plan did not go well. Fourth Sister Lyn Rakish, one of the earliest recruits and even a mentor to Barriss Offee. Fifth Brother, all brute force, no finesse, eventually killed by Maul himself. Seventh Sister, strategic, manipulative, and paired with a fifth brother. You got the eighth brother, agile, deadly, and uses explosives, but falls on Malachor. All right, here's our rapid fire quick hits because there are a lot of them. Sixth brother, Bill Valen, bullied the weak. Ninth sister, Masana Tide, incredibly durable, survives insane injuries. 10th brother, Proset Debs, delusion Jedi turned hunter. 11th brother, briefly seen, killed by Ahsoka. 13th sister, Iskat Akaris, unstable, tried to kill Vader, bad idea. Twalin Yaluna, emotional, didn't fit the Empire mold. And yes, there are even unnamed Inquisitors who just die trying to grab Jedi artifacts. Not a great career path, guys. But here's where things really get interesting, because two of these Inquisitors might just be showing up in Maul Shadow Lord. In the Maul Shadow Lord trailer, we do clearly see two Inquisitors. And based off the designs in the trailer, they strongly resemble Marrok and the 11th brother. Now, Marrok is especially interesting. He appeared in Ahsoka, but was later revealed to be a reanimate corpse controlled by Night Sister magic, which raises a huge question. Was Marrok originally active at this time? Because if he's in Shadow Lord, that means we're seeing him in his prime. And the 11th brother, one of the earliest Inquisitors, which fits perfectly with this timeline right after Order 66. All right, here's how they operate. The Inquisitors aren't just hunters, they're psychological weapons. They use fear, intimidation, brutality, and unlike the Sith, they're expendable. No second chances, which is why most of them don't survive long. All right, here you go. Here's the big thing that most people miss. The Inquisitors represent the failure of the Jedi Order. Almost every single one of them fell because the Jedi failed them. Lack of trust, emotional suppression, war trauma. So when you see them hunting Jedi, it's actually the Jedi being hunted by what they created. Why does that matter now? With the Empire now arriving on Janix and Maul Shadow Lord, the Inquisitors are inevitable. And this is where things get really dangerous, because now you have Maul manipulating Devin, a Jedi Master already injured, and Inquisitors entering the picture. That's chaos. And let's be real, if the Inquisitors find Devin first, it's over. Remember earlier when we said the Empire turned Jedi into weapons? This is the end result. The Inquisitors aren't just villains, they're warnings of what happens when the Jedi lose their way. And now they're coming back into the story at the worst possible time. So here's the big question. When the Inquisitors arrive in Maul Shadow Lord, do they kill Daki, capture Devin, or force Maul into a fight he doesn't want? Let me know in the comments. And as always, stay nerdy, my friends. May the Force be with you, and I'll see you next time.